I'm a fan of AI. I don't know, the Terminator made it look so bad, but this could actually really work out in my favor. That I could tell you very strongly. So many deals. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 32 of your favorite president's podcast. And really, when you look at presidential podcasts, you had Obama. He had one with Bruce Springsteen. It went nowhere. Nobody watched. They talked about all politically correct comments. They're like, oh, I love water. Oh, I like trees. Oh, what's your favorite thing about trees? I like the bark because it makes me feel good inside. We talk about real things here. So, folks, if you like real things, don't forget to smash that like button. Barrett always says, Dad, don't say click. Don't say click. You got to get in Gen Z, right? You're running very strongly for president. You're running to take back our country. Say smash. So, look, smash the like button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so the fake YouTube people don't hide the podcast from the people, because they want to hide this podcast from the people. They know what the people saying this podcast. And they do it to all the greats. They did it to Rogan, right? Do we love Joe? We love Joe. And we've had Joe on, and we're going to have Joe back. But episode 32, smash the like button and click subscribe and comment. Don't forget to comment, right? We can't forget to comment. And we've got some very exciting things today. We've got some new not endorsements, we call them. We have some new sponsors, right? In the past, we joke. We've had some sponsors that were silly and fake or whatever, but we've got some real sponsors. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring out your first sponsor. Right now, we've got Winners Aren't Losers. It's a great book. It's about me. And we're going to put the link in the comments below. Winners Aren't Losers. It's so great. By me. It's by me. And it's so good. Look at that. This dog is a loser. And frankly, I pity it. This dog did bad deals. This dog is an idiot. That's a great book. And it'll help the children learn. It'll help them learn so strongly. So look, the last couple episodes we've had guests, tremendous guests, the best guests. But now, this episode, it's back to monologue, just me and you, and I see you so strongly, and I love you. And I love you, and I know you're all supporting me in my time of need. But we call it time of need, but it's not really need, okay? Because I'm confident that I'm going to win, and I'm going to beat these charges. You know, I'm in the courthouse there, and I'm sitting there, and I'm behind the desk. And I said, my whole life I saw people on the television behind that counter. And now here I am. But they normally look like a loser. It's like, oh, look at that. But I was sitting there, I had my hands down triumphantly. And I was listening to the judge, such a corrupt judge. And they bring me 34 counts, felony counts. And they told me it had to do with that horseface Stormy. And then I come in and they give me the paperwork, and I'm looking over the paperwork with my attorneys, very bigly attorneys. Matter of fact, we have one very famous attorney. I want you to take a look. I hired a very famous African-American comedian, too. I didn't know he worked in law, too, because he's been arrested so many times. We call him Cat Williams. He's been arrested so many times he learned the law in jail. He sat there and he learned the law. So take a look at this clip before we get to the counts, because these are bogus counts. Take a look at my attorney, Mr. Cat Williams, talking about defending me. He was on Fox News. Take a look.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with my client. Donald J. Trump has hired me, Cat Williams, to be his criminal defense attorney. This man has been framed by a racist police department who don't like orange people. You gonna tell me this man broke 34 laws? That's 34 charges? You gonna tell me this man did everything? Every goddamn thing is fake motherfucking news.
And that was a great clip of Cat Williams, and he's doing a great job on my behalf. You should see him in that courtroom. They don't know what to do, these stiff people. I like the African Americans. They're so spirited. They've got so much energy. Like me. We get along. But we're looking over these charges, and I'm looking at count one. They say, you are responsible hereby for the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Lyle Goldman. Murder committed June 12th, 1994. And I say, I saw this on television. The glove didn't fit, right? Was OJ. I'm not saying OJ did it because the glove didn't fit. But I say, I didn't do it. I was in Manhattan on June 12th, 1994. I was doing deals, doing very bigly deals, putting up buildings all over. And now they're saying I killed Nicole Brown Simpson, Ronald Lyle Goldman, gruesome, stabbed to death, beheaded, sick. And I say, I'm not responsible for this. And then I keep on looking through, and they say, John Benet Ramsey, you killed John Benet Ramsey. I'm like, what's with all the murder? And not just murder, but long ago murders that I had nothing to do with. And they're saying, Lacey Peterson, Lacey Peterson. I say, didn't that guy get convicted? Scott, we call it Scott Peterson. And they say, no, you did it. You killed little John Bonet. And I say, this is ludicrous. This is insane. And then they say, 6 counts. They say, I took little Billy and I brought him to some ranch in Santa Barbara, Neverland Ranch. They said I touched little Billy at Neverland Ranch. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? This is such a disgrace. I never touched any little Billy. I never met a little Billy, if you want to know the truth. I never met little Billy. But there they are accusing me of touching little Billy. And it's such a disgrace. But you know what? I had strength. And I had a lot of stamina. And I actually, before court, I didn't realize that it was just letting me out without bail. I actually escaped, because that's how crafty I am. I escaped, and I want to show you some bigly people caught footage of it. This is my escape. And then I realized, oh, wait, I don't need to escape. They're going to let me right back out. So I actually went back in. I went back in. You don't see that in Shawshank, right? You see Andy, he gets out and they get out. But my prison break was unlike any other, because I got out, I escaped, and then I went right back in. And then they let me out. And I covered up all my tracks in record time. I was in there for just an hour. Take a look at my very strongly escape.
Unbelievable. I got out. I escaped from jail. And I escaped so strongly. And look at the crowd. There's always a crowd. Even to see me escape. And I escaped so strongly and so bigly. Come here. Oh my God. Come here, folks. All my supporters. Come here, supporters. Come here, sweetheart. Come here. Come here, young lady. Look at her. She's in high school. She loves Trump. There we go. There we go. I'm yanking everybody into success. I'm yanking you into jobs. College, you got college. There you go. You want a degree? There we go. I make all dreams come true. I'm Tinkerbell. There you go, sweetheart. Come here. Come here. Success. Billions and billions of dollars. I'm here for the people. On three. On 3. Donald Trump. 1, 2, 3. Donald Trump! So many deals. So many deals. Thank you. Yes!
See you on TikTok, dude.
You see me on TikTok. Come here. I've seen you on TikTok.
So there you have it. I escaped just like Andy Dufresne. I had a poster. I was tunneling my way out. I did all this in 1 hour. I did everything that took Andy Dufresne like 15 years or 20 years or something to get out. I did it in just 1 hour, undetected. Nobody noticed. And then before I went back in, I got myself a slice of pizza. Take a look.
Hello. I just got out of jail, and I'm very hungry, and I'd love a slice of pizza, right? Do we love pizza? Folks, do we love pizza? We love it. Look at that crowd. We love pizza. Look at the young love, the teenagers, they're high school sweethearts. We call it high school sweethearts. Unbelievable. I married mine, and then we divorced, and then I married a few others. It's very big. It looks so good. Unbelievable. I love New York. Come here, sir. We love this guy. We love this guy. Come here. Do the dance, wait. There we go. There we go. So big. So many deals. You guys know the Schmurda dance? We call it Bobby Schmurda. Look, I have a tremendous relationship with Bobby Schmurda, that I can tell you. But Schmurda dance, and that's okay. Come here, sweetheart. We love her. Take care. Vote Trump. Vote Trump. Nah. Vote Trump.
So there you have it. Tremendous relationship with the people. And as you can see, when I got out, I pulled all the children into success. I just touched them. And I'm not saying I have any sort of divine power. I'm not saying I just had the power of confidence. And I said, you could do this, you could do that. And I yanked them all into success. I got those girls doing the Trump dance, right? The famous Trump dance. Unbelievable. Such a great dance. It's blowing up all over TikTok. If you look at the numbers, they're through the roof. All the kids are doing the Trump dance, right? Used to be all this, that, and the other, right? like they're spazzing out, but now it's the Trump dance, and it's a wonderful dance. And, I bought everybody in their pizza, right? Because I love charity, right? I do a lot of charity. I don't talk about it, but I give billions. Frankly, we call it billions to the people. And then I went back in. So I escaped. I went back in and I pled not guilty. And they're trying to say, you're responsible for the death of Aaron Carter. I say, Aaron Carter? I said, yeah, he was a druggie. He's been a druggie for years. They said, you sold him those drugs. They're accusing me of being a murderer, a drug dealer. They said I was behind Whitney Houston's death. I said, oh, great, Whitney Houston. I said, I think crack got Whitney, not Donald. Crack, not the Donald. I think it was crack. But they're trying to throw, they said they're trying to throw everything but the kitchen sink at me, right? They're hitting me with the RICO charges, but that's okay, because I got my great Cat Williams, and he's like, how the hell you gonna say my client, Donald J. motherfucking Trump killed Whitney Houston when he wasn't even around that bitch? And I said, you know what, Cat, you put that so artfully, you put that in a way that I could never put it myself. So we're going to fight those charges, and then they want to do the trial in January. In January, when the voting starts, they want to keep me out of the arena, but that's okay, because I'm going to win every single state, even if I'm sitting in court. You'll have little Ron DeSantis out there. He's eating pudding with his fingers now, campaigning in front of 6 people. I'll be sitting in a courtroom and winning. How do you like that? The haters and losers, they don't like that. That I can tell you. But tremendous sponsors. We just signed a deal with a great chicken company. We call it Hot Chicks in San Diego. This is real, too. This is real. We've done jokes. We've done joke endorsements, but we signed a deal with Hot Chicks in San Diego. Take a look at tremendous commercial right here for Hot Chicks. Take a look.
Looking for a new spot to satisfy your chicken cravings here in San Diego? Look no further than Hot Chicks, located in Mission Valley.
Nobody knows chicken sandwiches like I know chicken sandwiches. Hot Chicks is my #1 spot in San Diego. And to think, people think I only like McDonald's. That's fake news. Wow.
Affordable prices, delicious chicken. I mean, really, what more can you ask for? And the ambience, okay? Look, I know ambience. All right, nobody knows ambience like I know ambience. This thing is so good. I'm gonna have to forgive California for voting for Sleepy Joe.
It's so good. Unbelievable.
And there I go again, right, with the famous Trump dance. And look, really, truly, nobody knows chicken sandwiches. And I tell the people. And that's why they came to me. They called me up. They say, Mr. Trump, we're trying to sell our chicken. Nobody will eat our chicken. Not even the African Americans. They don't even want our chicken. But we know how much they love you. And we know that you know chicken sandwiches, right? We've seen you over the years since the 80s. You could call it the 80s, the 90s, the 70s. We've always seen you eating delicious chicken sandwiches, Popeyes, KFC. But you got to try Hot Chicks down here in San Diego. So I tried it. And I said, you know what? You got yourself a deal, but I wouldn't have done it if it didn't taste so good. That I could tell you. Because I'm an honest guy. I don't care. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it because I believe in the chicken. That I could tell you. So we're doing great deals, and in the midst of all this chaos, I'm running for president. I got all the haters out there. I got DeSantis coming at me. We got Mike Pence, Judas. I call him Mike Judas Pence. He's coming out. Nikki Haley, all these people. They're turning their backs on me, and, Tim Scott down in South Carolina. And I'm decided to sign a deal. We're doing more NFTs, right? The nuclear, what do you call it? The non-fungible tokens. Great non-fungible tokens. And we actually just released some yesterday. We'll put up a picture right here. There's me very strongly, powerfully holding the Liberty Bell. And this is a big announcement.
Come here.
We just teamed up with Kanye. Yay, right? Yay. He went and got some mental help. He went to the institutions and they helped him, and he got over his Jew hatred because he watched a film, Jump Street 21 with Jonah Hill, and he made a great post on Instagram. He said, I no longer hate Jews because I watched 21 Jump Street, Jonah Hill specifically. I believe Jonah is a Jewish person like my daughter Ivanka. And, I said, Ivanka, do you forgive Ye? And she said, you know what, I saw that Instagram post, and it felt very heartfelt. And I, too, loved 21 Jump Street and Jonah Hill. He's great in all the movies, all the films. You look at Jonah, and he lost the weight, and he put it back on, and he lost it again, and he put it back on, and he lost it again. But that's okay, because he's funny. And you can get away with that when you're funny. You can do whatever you want. Grab him by the you-know-what at locker room talk, Jonah Hill, and he knows that. So, look, Ivanka forgives him, and she's a great Jew, okay? When it comes to, a lot of the Jews who were Jews straight out of the vagina at birth, they look at my daughter Ivanka and they say, that's a better Jew than I was ever a Jew. And she wears the hat and she goes to Israel and she touches the wall and they say, I strive to be a Jew like your daughter is a Jew. And I say, well, you know what? So I say, Ivanka, do you forgive Ye? And she says, yes, I do. So we signed a deal yesterday on my private jet. He was there. He was wearing a mask on his face. I didn't know he swore to me it was really him. So I believe him. And I said, Kanye, do you denounce Hitler with the Adolf? And he said, I do. I said, you know what? I believe you because I'm a very forgiving person because I believe very strongly in Christ. We love Jesus up there, and he's looking down on me. I mean, how could he not be? If you see all the hoops and things that I go through, he has to favor me. God, he has to. So he said, I forgive you. So it's NFTs. We call them NFTs, and we just released the Liberty Bell, and you can see, let's throw up another picture. That's me, Super Trump. Look at that. Wow, look at that Super Trump. So the NFTs are coming next, and they're going to come in this big, beautiful box. And really, it's non-fungible, but that's fungible because it's going to be solid. You could hold it, and if you look at the resale market, they're through the roof, and they're doing tremendous numbers. And really, it's really incredible. So, we got Hot Chicks, we got the NFTs, we've got the Winners Aren't Losers book, links all below. We're going to put the links below, the locations of the chicken sandwich and of course, the Winners Aren't Losers book, written by me and another guy, great guy. We'll put his info down there, great guy. He sent me an email. He'd be like, can you endorse my book? And I said, hey, give me $1 billion. And he said, you know what? I didn't think you'd give me such a great deal. $1 billion, that's a steal. And I said, you got that right. Because he knows, the power that I have and the power of the people. Because they're after me, because they're after you, right? I say it. I always say it. And we're fighting strongly. And, we got to talk about AI, right? Artificial intelligence. And, Elon was just coming out. He said, AI is not good. But I saw something came to my attention. They said, there's a video of you going around. It's AI. They're claiming to be you, but it's not you. And they sent me this video. It was on TikTok. It was on TikTok. And I want you to take a look at this. It's very interesting.
Israel has hypnotized the world. May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States.
So that is an artificially intelligenced statement by me that I didn't say those words. I'm a very strong supporter of Israel, along with my Jewish daughter Ivanka. And I had a great relationship with Bibi, right? Netanyahu. But they took my words and they put it in the computer, bing, bang, boom, bang, bing. And they made it sound like I was against Israel. And I saw that and I was outraged. I said, I didn't say that. We need to fix this. But then I looked at the comments and the likes, 400,000 likes, comments. They said, I didn't like Donald Trump. I thought he was an Israel lover. But now I'm voting for him. I might even sign up for his campaign and donate some money. And I say, I don't know if I agree with Elon that this artificial intelligence is so bad. Because I could take this artificial intelligence and I could make it work in my favor. Because I've got a little thing called plausible deniability. I could say, I didn't say that, but the people, they don't care. Look, believe half of what you see and a quarter of what you hear, blah, 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 what the statement is, but reality doesn't exist anymore. The reality doesn't exist. I could be sitting in a courthouse and I could be doing a rally. They posted on TikTok, oh, well, we love Trump. I could win over the BLM people. They'll have a fake Trump saying, oh, we need to defund the police. We need to flip over cop cars. We need reparations for all the African Americans. We need to join Antifa. We need to take down the statues. And then they'll have I could appeal to the far left, the far right. I'll have an artificial intelligent Trump talking to the evangelicals. So strong. We have such a strong relationship with the evangelicals, but there's some disagreements. But now I could be on trial doing my court, and the evangelicals will be on TikTok, and they'll hear Trump being like, no, they'll say, I could say, no abortion under any circumstance, even in incest or the R word. Now I'll say, premarital sex is worse than drunk driving. There's nothing worse. Premarital sex should be punished by life in prison, death penalty. And they'll say, oh my God, Trump agrees with me. Meanwhile, I'm sitting in a courthouse defending myself with, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, with Cat Williams. So I kind of like this AI. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not against this AI. It's sort of doing work on my behalf. without me doing anything really. And people that never liked me, I'm winning them over. And through plausible deniability, I'll say, I don't know. I don't denounce, I don't condemn, I don't know. I'm just here fighting for myself and really you, the people. So I'm a fan of AI. I don't know, the Terminator made it look so bad, but this could actually really work out in my favor. That I could tell you very strongly. So many deals. I think I might be losing my voice. I've been talking and talking and talking. I'm doing cameos. By the way, cameo link below if you want a message from Donald Trump to your family. Get it before I completely lose my voice, okay? Because I'm working so hard for you. I'm working so hard for you, the American people, and really all around the world. If you see the DMs I get, Canada, Sweden, Mexico, all over Africa, Senegal, Australia, Sweden, China, Mexico, New England, everything. New England is here, but I don't know. But people love me. The people love me, and they love me so bigly. And of course, Rap Snacks. Throw up a Rap Snacks. We can't forget. That was the OG. That was the OG. The chicken place is great. The book is wonderful. Check out the book. It's a great book, great illustrations, but we can never forget Rap Snacks. And we can never forget Little Boosie. We could never, ever. He's the one who put me in touch with Cat. He was like, man, I got to. He loves the reefer. He's like, man, Trump, I got to get you in touch with Cat. And then the rest is history, and here we are. And moving on, what would the Donald J. Trump podcast be without a little DeSantis bashing, right? A little DeSantis bashing. We hear from people in his camp, and they're all leaving his camp. They're all putting in applications at TrumpForAmerica.com, and I say, you know what, no. You should have came to me in the first place. But, you think, the polls look like he's going to win. Yeah, for 2 seconds, and then I came back. And they say he's suicidal. They say DeSantis is on suicide watch. They say he's cutting. They say he's doing drugs. They see him sniffing things, popping pills, and not the good pills. Not the good pills like Trump Brain. 8 easy payments of $89.99, $99.99, and you could be just like me. They say DeSantis is in serious trouble, so hang on, let's pray for DeSantis. Help that guy. He's so lost. He's so lost. He doesn't even know whereas the difference between his high heels and his regular flat shoes anymore. He needs help. God, please help Ron. Thank you. Wow, great prayer. Yeah, DeSantis is not doing so good, but and he's trying to put an attack ad on me. He doesn't know what the hell. I put an attack ad on him eating pudding with his fingers. Matter of fact, well, let's play just a few seconds of this ad. He's eating pudding with his fingers, and people think I'm making this up. It's kidding. It's jokes. No, it's in it. We put it in commercial. Okay, take a look.
Ron DeSantis loves sticking his fingers where they don't belong. And we're not just talking about pudding. DeSantis has his dirty fingers all over senior entitlements, like cutting Medicare, slashing Social Security, even raising our retirement age. Tell Ron DeSantis to keep his pudding fingers off our money. Oh, and somebody get this man a spoon.
Make America Great Again, Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's so disgusting. And if you look at him pulling the fingers out of his mouth, and then, there's more evidence of what I've been saying about him. If you look at, Ron being part of a community with a lot of colors and a lot of letters. But if you look at him pulling the fingers out of his mouth, and then he hates your grandparents, he hates your parents. He wants to raise the retirement age and the Social Security age to 90. He's not good. Donald Trump, I want to lower it to 45 if you want to know the truth. That's a great number, magical number, really. But he's a sick person, but we're going to stop it. We're going to stop it. And to think this guy, this wonderful person, me, I'm selling the NFTs that people are reselling, making a fortune. I'm lowering the Social Security age. I'm working with these great brands to spread the great word of chicken and this wonderful book. And they want to claim that I killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Lyle Goldman on June 12th, 1994. These people are so sick, but that's okay because we're going to fight them so strongly. And once again, don't forget to click like and subscribe. It's so important. And comment. You can't forget to comment. You need to comment. You need to comment because the people need to know. The people need to know. And if you're a real patriot and you love our country, and more importantly, if you love this podcast, and if you love our God, we love God, you need to comment, okay? God wants you to comment, and he wants you to comment so strongly. If you look at the Bible, and I know the Bible, it's in there. They always say comment. You need to comment. Jesus said it. He's talking about bread and fish and wine and comments. You can't forget to comment, okay? And I got a lot of things to do. I'm very busy, and I love you, and I love this show. So I want to play us out with a wonderful clip of me at the courthouse before I went in, and take a look at this clip. It's one of my favorite clips I've ever done, and I've done a lot, including The Apprentice, including all the things I've ever done in my life. Take a look at this clip. 5 million views on TikTok. It's tremendous. Take a look.
Well, we're here at the courthouse, right? We call it Courthouse, where I'm going to be turning myself in so unfairly. Right? Well, we're here with the fake news, right? They're trying to kick me out so unfairly, but we're going to come back there. You look at that sign across the street. You got Black African American for Trump. And they know so many jobs, a lot of the people in this courthouse. This guy right here, we got him that job. We got this guy his jobs, and this guy too.
I'm right Antifa. I don't know if you gave me my job.
That is a wonderful African American man, and we did so good. You look at the polls, and it's unbelievable. Unbelievable people. Right? Look at with law and order. We call it law and order. We gotta go. We're getting fingerprinted. We call it fingerprinted. Unbelievable. Behind the fence. And nobody knows behind the fence like I know. And look, we got another African American right here. And we did so well. She knows that. She told me.
This is great.
We gotta go. Wait, which?
Let's go.
This guy, look at that guy. Unbelievable. Look at that. So struggling. We're going to be in and out, right? We call it in and out. Oh, look, it's crooked. We got crooked Hillary. So crooked.
Yeah, but you locked her up for 8 years. Now we're going to lock you up today.
Well, look, if you look at the crimes, there was so with the emails. If you look at the emails, it's such a disgrace what happened. But that's okay, right? Because we're going to come back. And we're going to come back so big. Let's go. We got an escort. Look at that escort. You can call it motorcade. You can call it escort. Escort. You can call it whatever you want, but really it's fantastic. There we go. Law and order. Law and order. Unbelievable. Well, look at that crowd. Look at that crowd. This guy's got a camera on his head. Unbelievable. Look at that. Nobody knows cameras on top of people's heads like I know cameras on top of people's heads, okay? Look at that. Sort of unbelievable. A lot of cameras. They're all on me. It's the Trump show. We call it the Trump show. Fantastic. Look at this guy. He's with the failing New York Times. They're doing so bad. Unbelievable. These people, I call them the fake news media, but they need me. And frankly, I need them, right? I need them. We call it I need them. If you look at the numbers, I'm up all over the place. You've got Ron DeSanctimonious. I call him Meatball Ron. And he's not doing so good. If you look at Florida, Disney World, they found Mickey Mouse in an alleyway, overdosed on fentanyl. And he wrote a note. He wrote a suicide note. And he said, Ron DeSantis drove me to suicide. And but we're here in the media. Show the media. They won't show those cameras. They won't show the crowd, but there's such a big crowd. And I mean, look, I know crowds, okay? I know crowds. All right? Ever since The Apprentice, I was sitting with LaToya Jackson and Meatloaf. And I said, LaToya, how much halal did you sell on West 4th Street? And she said, Mr. Trump, we sold pounds and pounds of halal. And you look at the white sauce, it's unbelievable with the white sauce. But ultimately, I had to fire LaToya. And we kept Meatloaf. And really, if you look at the numbers, Meatloaf, I mean, it's unbelievable what Meatloaf did. And, he beat out Piers Morgan. There's another beauty, Piers. If you look at him with the British accent, he hates our guns. We love our guns, right? We love our guns. And we love them so strongly. And they said I could bring one in with me today. They said I could carry open. They call it open carry. And we'll be open carrying. Nobody else, they don't let open carry. But they trust me. These people trust me, and they trust me so strongly. So we're here, and tremendous. Look at that. Unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Right? Unbelievable.
Well, folks, there you have it, and it's so true. Everything I said, it's so true. Everything about, LaToya Jackson and Meatloaf and Ron and Disney and the fake news. And look, thank you for watching episode 32. It's been a wonderful episode. It's been great spending time with you again every week. Every week, you people give me strength. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and comment. We love you, and we'll see you next week. And we're going to win so big. We're going to win so big. That I can tell you. We've got a lot of things coming. We're going down to Disney World next month, and we're going to be at the Reawaken America Tour May 13th. Buy tickets, DM for tickets, and we're going to shoot a lot of footage down there at Disney. We're going to be down there in Orlando, and we're doing podcasts, and we're doing wonderful things, and we're winning big. So thank you for watching. We love you, and God bless America, and God bless this podcast. Good night. So many deals. Unbelievable. We love you people. We love you people. We love the fans. And we love you so strongly. Good night.